Hi, and welcome to BeBrightTarot.ca. Thanks for liking, subscribing, following Instagram, YouTube, and the website. So, welcome in, and we hope you learn a little bit more about tarot today. And of course, if you have any questions about it, feel free to reach out. All right, and today is our week ahead for the week of July 14, 2024. So we'll do the usual 5 cards: energy, opportunity, obstacle, help, and action cards. So let's start with the energy for the week. And this card is the moon. This card is all about listening to your inner wisdom. It's facing and releasing your fears and anxieties. Really, like just trusting yourself. So this card is also a little bit of requires some work. So this is really where we're deep diving into ourselves, our dreams, our motivations, fears, our secrets, our imaginations, all that kind of stuff. Just really diving deep into, sometimes those darker sides of ourselves. There's, with the moon, it's nighttime, it's dark, there's probably a lack of clarity. There's can't really see what's ahead of us. It's dark. It's there's probably an unclear or difficult path ahead of us. So really what we can do is just slow down, listen to our intuition, and proceed, really slowly with changes that we take control of. Um, the moon also kind of has a strong health message as well. So, if there's any issues that you think you have, just go talk to your professional doctor. Really, especially if you're dealing with compulsions, addictions, shame, or denial, kind of some of those, fears and anxieties and things. Really, the energy here is to just start asking for help, um, let ourselves be humble, accept those dark sides within us, um, and get the help that we need. So, uh, but things will 100% get better. There's always an end to the night, and the moon is there to help guide us along the path. So, some pretty deep energy for the week with the moon. What's our opportunity for the week? This is our next card, and we have a reversed sun. So this one is, in the reversed, it's, a little bit muted joy. There's, probably some cloudy days impacting, our ability to feel optimistic or happy. So we really need to make a bit of an effort um, to appreciate those little things until, maybe these clouds clear away from us. So we we don't have to be the sunniest person, the most cheerful, happy person all the time. And so, especially if we're dealing with some moon energy, there's, that one's quite a bit of, fears and anxieties and maybe a little bit of darkness. So having a reverse sun reminds us that we still need to acknowledge our success, acknowledge the little steps we take to make the improvements we need, um, to find joy and happiness, and uh, just a little bit of extra love and laughter. Just whatever little efforts we can take this week to acknowledge those things, it'll definitely help things go along smoothly. The next card is going to be our obstacle for the week, and this is a Hierophant reversed. So this one is really about restrictions imposed by systems and traditions and rules and society. And maybe those restrictions are starting to feel a bit boring, or they're kind of overbearing. And we're just ready to kind of think outside the box, or try something new that may go against those norms. So as an obstacle this week, it's just that feeling of like, I want to do it differently, but they won't let me, right? So we want to question everything. We're like wondering, why do we have to do it this way? Why does society make us feel like this? Why does the rules and the processes, why are they impacting me in this way? So when we're dealing with this as an obstacle, we just need to decide how far we're willing to go down that path of bucking against society or the rules or the processes or the systems or the way things are done. And are those risks of being unorthodox and outside the box and creative and all that kind of stuff, if those risks are worth it? So that's kind of the challenge this week, is balancing how far we want to go and what are the risks, to kind of go against traditions and rules and systems and those things that we think are kind of, keeping us from being as awesome as we possibly can. All right, the next card is help. How can we help ourselves, help others? And this is, another major arcana card. So this is the Hanged Woman. So this card is really like releasing control and just letting it be. This is kind of that grant me the serenity to accept things I cannot change message, right? Um, we need to it's a time to take responsibility for our actions and accept those consequences with grace, right? Like, it's just time. Like, we got to admit our faults, figure out what's happening. Now we're hanging upside down, and that's the consequence of our behaviors. So while we're in this position of being a hanged woman, then let's take advantage of that, and let's find a new perspective. Let's seek new insights, seek an awakening, an epiphany, a new outlook by just resting here, releasing, and letting go of those things that we cannot control, cannot change. And we need to start thinking about those sacrifices we need to start making to break those old patterns and start the process of change. So it's giving us this opportunity to just release, let go of all that crap that's holding us back, all that shame, denial, all the whatevers that are, we feel are holding us back. Let's pause. Let's seek a new perspective. Let's get a new insight. Let's create new actions to break those patterns, um, and just start releasing control and getting ready to move forward. All right, the next card is going to be the action we can take this week, and this is a Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is candid and strong and stands up for her truth. She's fierce and protective, independent, all the while being very fair, impartial, objective. And so, it's really important that we take our blinders off so that we can see things as they are, not as we want them to be. And the Queen of Swords is really amazing at just creating a safe space for the truth, to acknowledge that truth, to deal with the truth, and to start making um, steps to go forward. So, with this reading, with the four major arcana cards and then the Queen of Swords, to me, this is just a super powerful message about just, dealing with the things that are going on, taking responsibility for our actions, trusting ourselves that we can move forward, dealing with shame, denial, fears, anxieties, pressures of the system that are, maybe overwhelming us, and just time to just trust ourselves, face all that stuff, um, take responsibility for our actions, find that new path, and move forward with however we can. So, this is a pretty, I don't know, seemingly like intense messaging. And I kind of find it interesting because this is my birthday week as well. So I feel like the energy should always be a little bit inner and self reflective as you're coming up into your birthday. So, for anyone else having a birthday this week, maybe that rings true for you as well. Those four first major arcana cards are really all about addressing yourself, and things that you can tackle within that need to always be addressed. So, it's kind of fun that I haven't had this many major cards in a long time in a reading, so makes sense that it would come along in a week like this. That's my birthday week. So have a wonderful week. BeBrightTarot.ca. Like, subscribe, follow Instagram, website, and YouTube. And of course, if anybody has a birthday and you're looking for a birthday reading or reading ahead, later this week I'll do a zodiac reading for myself that kind of covers kind of all the elements of life. So for my next upcoming year. So those are some of the little extra readings that I do. So reach out if you are interested, and have a great week of July 14th.